All right, ladies and gentlemen, it being 1:04, I'd like to call to order the Blair County Board of Commissioners meeting for Thursday, December 12th, 2024. I please ask that you join me in a moment of silent prayer. I would ask that you please stand and join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Executive session announcement.
Yes, there were 3 executive sessions held. First one being on 12/3 was held approximately at 3 p.m. with 3 commissioners, the chief clerk, the finance director, the HR director, the assistant HR director, and the HR analyst regarding non-union personnel. On 12/9, an executive session was held at approximately 9 a.m. with 3 commissioners, the chief clerk, the assistant chief clerk, the finance director, HR director, HR analyst, and the county solicitor regarding bargaining contracts. And again, on 12/11, an executive session was held at 8 a.m. and again at 10 a.m. with 2 commissioners, the chief clerk, assistant chief clerk, the finance director, and the president judge regarding a personnel matter. That is all.
Thank you. Any public comment?
I kind of would like an additional explanation on marketing contracts. Why would that be an executive session topic?
Marketing?
Or didn't I hear you right?
No, it wasn't marketing.
What was the second one? The second one at 9 a.m.?
Regarding bargaining.
Bargaining. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I did not, you guys are so far away today. Yeah, I did not hear that correctly. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. And my other comment is on today's agenda, you have a new company, Simple Verify LLC. And I'm interested in hearing some comments along the way as to whether or not they're replacing Justifax and why.
Okay, thank you. Any other public comment? Hearing none, commissioners comment?
Well, hello, everybody. I have a comment. I would like to, it is that time of the year when boards and commissions that the county has are looking for people to serve for the next year or 2 or 3, depending on the length of the term for each board. And we have had lots of folks from the county apply and sit on those boards and commissions over the years, and they've done a great job. But we're trying to encourage some new folks to join in these things, because what happens in county government impacts all of us, and I think that we want to see lots of input from lots of people and different perspectives and different ideas. So it's very easy to become involved with the boards. I'm going to list for you the authorities and boards that are available. The Airport Authority, the Convention and Sports Facilities Authority, the General Authority, and Hospital Authority. Those 2 aren't really doing much right now, but they exist. Industrial Development Authority, Redevelopment and Housing Authority, Affordable Housing Trust Fund Advisory Board, Agricultural Land Preservation Board, Children and Youth Advisory Board, Conservation District Board, Fort Roberdeau Association Board, Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, Social Services Advisory Board, and the Planning Commission. These are all agencies that are involved with the county government and make recommendations to the commissioners to help us in terms of how we're carrying on business. So it's really important to be involved in these kinds of things. It's like voting. You want to participate. So it's very easy to find the form. If you go to blairco.org, that's our website. On the band across the top, one of the choices is forms. Press on forms, and they come up. And what you're looking for is the talent bank application. And I encourage, there are instructions on it as to how to fill it out and where to send it. but I encourage everybody, especially Kay, to put this in the newspaper, encouraging people to apply for these positions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would like to introduce Alicia. If Alicia could please stand. Alicia, this is Alicia Terracave, is that correct? We are thrilled that we have an assistant chief clerk position filled. If you would like to give a little bit of your background, I think that would be important if you'd like. You don't have to, but.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alicia Tirokee. I'm not originally from this area. I'm from the Philadelphia area, but my husband is from Crescent. 3 generations back, we came to family. I was in the financial services industry for over 25 years, specifically investment banking. And I was recently interviewed and hired to be the chief clerk here and this leadership board. And I'm very excited.
Thank you. We're very thrilled to have her. We've had this position has been vacant for some time, and she's very energetic and has a wealth of knowledge. So we're grateful to have her. So welcome aboard. Could you please run us through the consent agenda?
Sure. Resolution 553-2024 includes the warrant list in items A and B, the budget transfers in items C, D, E, F, G, H, I, the employments, resignations, and status changes in items J, K, and L.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions on the consent agenda? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
I'm an aye with abstentions to the payments to Hollidaysburg Borough and Thomas and Chandra Jindor.
So noted. Thank you. Staff reports and Special Business Park and Rec Advisory Board. Joe?
Afternoon, Commissioners. I'm here to, our last board meeting, we had a recommendation to the Commissioners to rename Valley View Park Soccer Field to the Honorable Judge Fred B. Miller Soccer Field. Fred was has been a member of the board for several years. He was very active. He was very active in soccer, just in general in Blair County. So that was a recommendation from the board, if the Commissioners would consider that.
I would like to make a motion to approve the renaming of Valley View Park Soccer Field to the Honorable Judge Fred B. Miller Soccer Field in his honor. May I have a second?
Second.
I would just like to say that I think this is very fitting, knowing Judge Miller. Those times that I would speak with him, sports was always the top of his conversation, and he was a good man. He'll be missed in many, many ways, and so I think this is a good way to honor him and to remember him. So,
Thank you.
any further comments or questions?
Then we also had a request for the Commissioners to approve soliciting donations from the community for a plaque for Honorable Fred Miller.
We'll have to vote on the first one first, yeah,
Oh,
and then
okay.
we'll go to the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, any further comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
Okay, sorry about that. So we were requesting approval to solicit donations from the community for a plaque to put a nice sign out there for the field. And I know Phil Riccio said he already had some people who were stepping up, so we were asking for approval to solicit donations.
I'll make a motion to approve the solicitation of donations for the community, from the community for a plaque for the Honorable Judge Fred B. Miller soccer field bearing the judge's name. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a nice Christmas.
Thanks, you too.
Joe, where do we donate, or how would we donate to that? How would the community, or?
I guess we like to do it for the amphitheater. We just have a little form we prepared on county letterhead saying what it's for the donation.
So that'll be something we create that get put out. Okay, thank you. Yep, thank you very much. Prison. good to see they left you out.
Right? How kind of them. Good afternoon. I'm here requesting approval of the contract agreement between the County of Blair on behalf of the Blair County Prison and Amanda Sullivan to provide hair trimming services to inmates at the prison at the rate of $12 per hour. If the provider desires to change the rate as of November 1st, the provider must provide the written notice to the county by September 30th.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to approve the contract agreement between the County of Blair and Amanda Sullivan for $12 per person, not per hour. Change the rate, if the provider desires to change the rate, as of November 1st, the provider must provide a written notice to the county by September 30th. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
CYF. Mindy, you should just probably stay here like all the time.
I don't want to move my office over here. Don't even think about it. All right, first we're requesting approval of fiscal year 24-25 renewal of purchase of service agreement and HIPAA Business Associate Agreement between the County of Blair, Blair County Children, Youth, and Families, and Bear Foundation. The cost will vary depending on the number of children in care, the number of days of care, and the level of care required.
I'll make a motion to approve the renewal of purchase service agreement between the County of Blair, CYF, and the Bear Foundation. Obviously, this cost will vary depending on the number of children in the care and the number of days in care and the level of care required. May I have a second?
Second?
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. Okay.
And then finally, we're requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 purchase of service agreement between the, I think it's, and the HIPAA Business Associate Agreement between the County of Blair, Blair County Children, Youth, and Families, and Family Care for Children and Youth for a period of July 1st, 24 through June 30th, 25 at the rate set forth in Attachment E.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase service agreement between the County of Blair and the Family Care for Children and Youth for the period of July 1st, 2024 through and including June 30th, 2025, as outlined in the Attachment E. May I have a second?
Second?
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Social Services. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I am requesting approval to submit the fiscal year 23-24 income and expenditures report for block grant counties for mental health, intellectual disabilities, drug and alcohol, and human services programs to the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services.
I'll make a motion to approve the 23-24 income expenditures report and block grant counties for mental health, intellectual disabilities, drug and alcohol, and human services program to DHS. May I have a second?
Second?
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
You guys always tag team like that.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm requesting approval to submit the approval for the fiscal year 24-25 contract amendment between the County of Blair, Blair County Department of Social Services, and Blair Family Solutions, increasing their maximum contract amount from $50,000 to $70,000 for the period of July 1, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. These agencies are funded through the Human Services Block Grant.
I'll make a motion to approve the 24-25 contract amendment between the County of Blair and the Blair Family Solutions, increasing the maximum contract amount from $50,000 to $70,000 for the period of July 1st, 2024 through and including June 30th, 2025. May I have a second?
Second?
Just so everyone else, can you explain why there's such an increase in this particular
With the initial contract renewal, the maximum amount was $50,000, and there is some additional allocation that was received. So in order to provide the additional allocation, it exceeded our initial $50,000, so we have to come back to increase the maximum at this time.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 contract amendment between the County of Blair, Blair County Department of Social Services, and NAMI, increasing their maximum contract amount from $55,000 to $75,000 for the period of July 1, 2024 through June 30th, 2025. Again, this is all funded through the Human Services Block Grant, and the increase is due to the same as before. We exceeded the maximum in the initial contract, so we need to come back and increase the maximum.
Okay, thank you again very much. I'll make a motion to approve the 24-25 contract amendment between the County of Blair and NAMI, increasing the maximum contract amounts from $55,000 to $75,000 for the period of July 1st, 2024 through and including June 30th, 2025. May I have a second?
Second?
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, thank you very much. 911.
Hello.
Well,
I'm requesting approval of the quote dated August 12th, 2024 between the County of Blair and Genmark Schneider Electric for the complete battery replacement of the Galaxy 5000 uninterrupted power supply system in the amount of $11,275.
I'll make a motion to approve the quote dated August 12th, 2024 between the County of Blair and Genmark's Schneider Electric for the battery replacement in the amount listed. May I have a second?
Second.
Didn't we talk about this before?
Yes.
Did we resolve the issues? that
I
we
don't
had?
think
Yes.
so. Did we?
We did. We went back and requested the validation of that quote, and it was confirmed that it's still valid.
Okay,
That
because it
part
was
of
an
our-
old quote, is that right? That's right, okay. I knew we had something, I just couldn't remember. Okay. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. And just, is this all general fund?
No, that
Okay.
is the 911 fund.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, Okay.
So it's a grant fund.
yes.
Yes.
Well,
The reimbursement that they get for the 911.
Yeah,
Yes,
grant's not the right word, but
Right,
that's how I
the-
think of it. I'm
It's
sorry.
the fees.
It's state funding.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
okay.
My next. I'm requesting approval of the contract between the County of Blair, Blair County Department of Emergency Services, and Rave Mobile Safety for,
Hang
Did
on.
we
Okay.
vote on that?
Did we
I don't-
vote?
Did you hear us
No.
vote?
Yeah, that's what I
We better
thought.
do
So,
that.
so there are two, I'm sorry,
No,
the
so
first
we're gonna-
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, so the
they
Oh, I
one we-
thought they said they did. I
no,
apologize.
we made the motions and there was a
Gotcha.
question,
I apologize.
but then we got that. So we have that, we asked for comment, we didn't hear anything. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? I apologize.
I'm
Now
sorry.
we can move
Okay.
on.
I'm requesting approval of the contract between the County of Blair, Blair County Department of Emergency Services, and Rave Mobile Safety for reverse 911 services in the amount not to exceed $59,850, payable yearly in the amount of $11,970 for a period of December 1st, 2023 through November 30th, 2028.
I'll make a motion to, for the approval of the contract between the County of Blair and Rave Mobility Safety for reverse 911 services not to exceed $59,850, payable yearly in the amount of $11,970 for a period December 1, 2020 through and including November 30th, 2028. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions?
Is this, wasn't this, wait a minute, let me just figure out how to put this. There were two different services and we said we wanted to choose one or the other. And didn't we approve the other one a couple weeks ago?
That's not what this is. So the
Okay.
choice there was between Smart 911 and Rapid SOS.
Okay,
And the Smart 911 was chosen.
okay.
This is
This is
to
different.
the same company,
okay.
but there are two different things. Smart 911 is information coming in. Reverse 911 is information going out.
Okay, so this is the alerts that we
This-
get?
yes.
Okay, the Blair alerts.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any
You're
further comments or questions?
I'm a big fan of this service. I think we've used it for various things, and it is very useful in keeping the community safe and knowing, if there's something going on, stay away from this area or that area. And in talking with you, I think it's able to be very targeted to the people affected, actually. So it's I think, a good use of funds.
Yes, we do. We get alerts all the time. But it's helpful. Yeah.
Yes. And in some places required.
Any further comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, there's Paul. I was wondering, hiding. Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Requesting approval of the 2024 annual Lakemont Dam inspection report performed by Gwen Dobson and Foreman and Engineers.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2024 Lakemont Dam inspection report performed by Gwen Dobson and Foreman and Engineers. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay.
Thank you.
We did that without making any dam jokes.
I know. I was tempted, but I didn't do it.
I'm glad everyone refrained. That's good. Treasurer. Operation our time on the next one.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
this week.
Hi, I'm here requesting approval for the payment of the annual invoice received from epaymentnow.com for the printing and mailing of 2025 dog license renewal notices in the total amount of $4,626.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of the annual invoice received from epaymentnow.com for the printing and mailing of the 2025 dog license renewal notices in the amount listed. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sarah.
Requesting approval for the acceptance of the 2024 Help America Vote Act grant funds in the amount of $3,955.45 to be used to support the voting process in the 2024 general election.
I'll make a motion to approve the acceptance of the 2024 HAVA grant funds in the amount listed used to support the voting process in the 2024 general election. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Okay, thank you.
you.
Juvenile probation. Joe?
I'm here requesting approval of the purchase of service agreement between the County of Blair on behalf of Children, Youth, and Family and Blair County Juvenile Probation and Outside In for the placement and treatment of court-ordered youth at a per diem rate of $310 for the Pathway House and $290 for the Voyager program, with additional terms set as forth in the agreement. This agreement will run from July 1st, 2004 to June 30th, 2025.
July 20th, you said? Would you give me those dates again?
Yes, it's running from July. Juvenile probation had different dates on contracts.
Okay.
Children and youth would like them to run July to June, so we had to change that.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the purchase service agreement between the County of Blair on behalf of CYF and the Blair County Juvenile Probation and Outside In, Inc. for placement and treatment of court order use per rate as the rates listed. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, thanks,
Thank you.
Joe. Yep. Assessment. Idea.
I'm requesting approval for the Blair County Assessment Office Printing and Mailing Service Agreement between the County of Blair and Spring Hill Laser Services Group. It's providing professional services for the processing, printing, and mailing of the 2025 county and municipal tax bills for the rate of $14,151. That is for multi-bill insertion and for approximately 61,100 bills mailed. There's also an optional service for inserts, which is usually selected by the commissioners each year. Last year, the selection was option O, and the price for that is $1,606.
I'm glad I have to read all of those.
Do I have to?
No, I said I'm
Okay,
glad.
can I just say as I outlined on the agenda below?
That'll work.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve the county assessment printing and mailing services agreement between the County of Blair and Spring Hill Laser Services Group for the processing, printing, and mailing of the 2025 county municipal tax bills in the amount listed. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions?
It's too bad we can't get this legislature to allow us to email these to people. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice. That would save a lot of paper.
Yeah.
And apparently a lot of money.
Yeah. Anyway, but I know you can't fix that.
No, I have no control over that. No.
Any further comments or questions, complaints? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Brian?
Hello, I am requesting approval of the service agreement between the County of Blair and Simply Verified LLC to conduct background screening and related services. And the period of that contract is January 1, 2025 through December 31st, 2025 at the per search cost as indicated on the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the service agreement between the County of Blair and Simply Verified LLC for background screenings from July 1st, 2025 through and including December 31st, 2025 in the amount listed. May I have a second?
Second.
Can you explain, are we changing from just a fax to this? And
Yes,
can you
that
provide?
that is the plan. As we all do, we are always looking at opportunities to provide continuity of service and ways that save the taxpayers money. And so this was an opportunity to reduce costs.
Any other comments or questions? Thank you, by the way.
We appreciate that.
Thanks.
Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Okay, commissioners.
Requesting approval for the acceptance of the Department of Community and Economic Development, DCD, local share grant agreement for $700,000 on behalf of the Central PA Humane Society. That was awarded on October 22nd.
I'll make a motion to approve and accept the DCED LSA grant in the amount of $700,000 on behalf of the Central Pennsylvania Humane Society. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions?
I will say I became a cat owner this year and visited their current location, and I think this is a much needed project, and they do a wonderful service for the community. So we're happy to be able to accept this on their behalf.
Yes.
Yes, yes, we do. And we thank Sherry for writing the grant and helping that happen.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. There's no old business. I'll make a motion to adjourn. May I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next Board of Commissioners meeting will be held Thursday, December 19th at 1 p.m. Thank you.